Recording. Oh my God, I'm so lame. I didn't even start recording until right now. So we gotta bring the music in again, Casey. I'm sitting here with Casey Munz. Welcome, leadership. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, day 26. Casey, this is take 2.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Casey.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
You're like an
We all
actor.
have technical difficulties at times.
You're like an actor in the green room. You just got a little extra time to practice your line. So what do you want to tell us about? What's going on?
I was just saying, I'm excited for March Madness. We missed it last year, and it's back this year, and it's really kicking off today.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a little strange that it's starting on a Friday instead of on a Thursday.
It usually starts on a Thursday.
Yeah, it's usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for that first weekend.
So for you, that probably fails. Like, see, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it had that parameter. But it's almost like a national holiday or a national ritual, right?
Well, it always shows up just in time for parent-teacher conferences as well. So usually I'll be sitting around the school on a Thursday night waiting for parents to show up. Well, like itching to watch some basketball.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I'm sure a lot of the parents are involved with that too. I mean, it's just such a. I think the NCAA tournament is the. I feel like it's the biggest sporting tournament in the whole country. The calendar, number one, right?
Well, maybe in the United States, right?
I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking about United States.
Yeah, Super Bowl probably gets more views, but because the tournament it's so compact for so many teams involved and one and done.
The Super Bowl is 60 minutes. Altogether the tournament is how many games times 48?
It's what, 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 and then that final one.
Oh my God,
it's like 63 games.
63 times 48. Are the games 48 minutes?
Yeah,
All right, well, this is significant. We can walk through a little math lesson here. So you got 63 games times.
Actually, I don't think it's not 48. I think it's like 42 20-minute halves.
40. Okay, there you go.
Right, no quarters. Quarters don't exist in basketball until you get to the NBA.
Yeah, that's true. 24. I'm sorry, my math is a little bit illegible. But I think it's good, even if it's 2,520 minutes, and so you divide that by what, 60?
Like 63 or so. What do you mean by 60? Why are you saying 60? Where's your 60
minutes is in an hour.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 60, 25, 20. Anyway, whatever mathematics that comes out to be, that's a lot of hours that the NCAA gives you in terms of sports watching. But the Super Bowl is only 60 minutes, right?
Yeah, but it's like 42 hours.
42 hours. Yeah, it's tough to compare an event that is 42 hours long versus an event that is 1 hour long. But
right. I mean, of course, obviously, like none of that really kind of adds up because of commercial times and the breaks and the time in between. It's not. The Super Bowl is like an hour of playing time, but it takes like 3.5 hours to actually.
Yeah,
occur.
That's true. And the weeks leading up to it, they milk. It's sort of a ceremony in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Wow.
Well, American production in America always goes down during the NCAA tournament.
Really? Like
yeah.
In terms of our labor force?
Yeah, just the amount of work that people get done at work during this time of year due to the tournament.
Funny. That is very funny. And it makes sense. You know what? It resonates with me. It's almost for me a positive index because it resonates with humanity. Like if you engage our imagination, done. Right? Like we'll figure out a way to watch it or do it if it engages our imagination.
Well, during that first week, games usually start in the middle of the day, usually around like 11, 12 o'clock in the morning, and then they don't end till like late at night,
It is the perfect sports tournament. It's the best American sports tournament, period, on the
Right.
whole calendar.
I'd say best American because the World Cup is the only thing that I feel like
It's better.
it is. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. The World Cup.
That's a global phenomenon, but you know, that only once every 4 years. And it doesn't engage the Americans as much as it does the rest of the world.
It's getting to be more so, I believe. But yeah, it doesn't quite.
Well, thank goodness for the women's soccer team. Like they've done a lot to help bring that sport to the forefront here in America. I mean,
here's to the women.
They've done so well in the Women's World Cup so many times that it was easy for Americans to kind of get behind it.
Yeah.
But you know, like the MLS still does nothing compared to so many of these other professional sports organizations, and the money behind it is so much less compared to so many other sports.
Yeah. The market's just not there. You know, kids. I don't know. In the heart, you know, it's not as popular as joining your mini football team or whatever, but it's joining soccer camps. But I'm sure it's on the increase. Especially with all the concussion stuff with football, people are probably more inclined to send their kids to soccer camp instead of football camp. I know Brandy and I are having that conversation, no doubt.
Right. And yeah, football's kind of like, I mean, Nickelodeon started showing some football games this year to try and entice younger viewers because there's, you know, the demographic who's watching it tends to be older nowadays.
I don't know, all that stuff about concussions, man. You're banging into each other and hitting each other in the head. Even no matter how good your helmet is, you know, that stuff happens early on.
That's true.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think yes, we should have Derek Patterson on the show. He'll tell us a little bit about soccer, right?
Yeah, he's huge into it. Unfortunately,
maybe we call Dr. Patterson. See if I'll send him a Zoom link. Maybe he can come on the show next week.
God knows, yeah, he supports a Premier League team that I really am not a fan of.
Okay.
You know, Arsenal, and I know he just recently got that Arsenal tattoo a while back.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't you remember seeing that last time he was in town?
I think I do, but you know, everything is a haze when I became a dad. Everything is just like my psychic energy is just siphoned off right into like Augie and Brandy, and so I don't really pay attention to the peripherals as much as I should. But I need to get better about that. Hey, Casey, why don't we use these last waning minutes to talk a little bit about any business that our students and our community should be aware of?
Well, so next week, in-person learning comes back. For all those students who elected to have blended learning, the school will be open 5 days a week for them.
Yeah. Personally, I'm not gonna I don't want to do too much commentary, but I think that's actually what school looks like in the future, some hybrid thing, you know.
Well, I don't necessarily feel that this remote learning has been the best for everybody.
No, I'm not saying remote. I'm talking about hybrid, where you have access to the brick and mortar and all the wellness, you know, and all the resources at the brick and mortar. But you also, you know, I just think that the hybrid model makes more sense just broadly. But I know it's a longer discussion.
Yeah. So that's happening. And then the week after that is actually spring break. So really the school will be open for about a week. And then there will be a week to kind of recollect ourselves, take some time.
That's spring break, right?
That's spring break.
Okay.
So that's spring break starting here like a week from next Monday. So one more week of classes and then a week off. And then after that, it's pretty much straight through to the end, you know?
Yeah, it's day 26 today. You know, we got until, I think altogether you'll have days of instruction is like 65. So we got about 40 left.
I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what kind of state exams are happening, if any? I know. I was told yesterday by a member of the UFT teaching, you know, coaches that they are going to have the regions in June. But but only a select few.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I want to be careful about putting it out there, but I'm not. Yeah, let's check on that.
They were talking about like the core regions that you need in order to graduate and not holding any of the other regions.
Okay.
So I would expect to see things in like living environment, algebra, English, things along those lines. So just in the core, and that's because the No Child Left Behind Act. Thank you, George Bush, and I'm saying that very sarcastically, but that's those tests are attached to federal funding for schools.
The high stakes testing stuff.
Yeah, and I know the state really is trying to push back on that, but due to the lack of money in a lot of the state's budgets, especially right now with what COVID has done to state and city and local budgets, that every dollar counts. So
we in the end might discover that an authentic assessment of an individual intelligence in this weird, this complex framework, if it is a little more expensive, right, than just so you might have to invest in a little bit more subtle and nuanced ways to value people's intelligence. So maybe you're right, it could be an economic thing, right? Just it's cheaper this way.
Well, no, it's just more the fact that those tests are because the federal government is kind of saying these need to happen.
Well, okay,
and we're attaching money to it. So if they don't happen, your budget's gonna suffer.
Yeah, if you don't step up, that's you know what? Hopefully that dialogue changes a little bit. But for the time being, I'm not. Listen, we'll talk. We'll have a longer conversation about the regions, but it's an important one. Evening tutoring today, Tiffany, 5 o'clock. Tiffany is a magician. I've seen her.
I believe Moses is also doing 5 o'clock tutoring today as well, because there was no 5 o'clock tutoring yesterday.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. So Moses and Tiffany tonight?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wow, that is an all-star team. Wow. Okay, so this evening, if you work better in the evening and you want to like step up at 5 o'clock and to whatever and get some academic work done, you got two really awesome people to do it with. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my own class to get through here shortly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, let me get this music. You guys, the equinox is tomorrow, I think. When the Earth is, I don't know, what is it? The Earth is something about
the spring and the fall equinox are the days when we have equal amounts of sunshine as nighttime. It's when the sun sets directly in the west, right?
That's happening tomorrow, the 21st.
Yeah, right. The sun sets directly in the west, and then I believe as we go towards the summer solstice, the sunset's gonna shift towards the southwest, and then after the summer solstice, it'll shift back towards direct west, and then after the fall equinox, I think it starts setting in the northwest afterwards. But days are getting longer.
Hey guys, I should post something up about the equinox. Casey gave us a nice little review. Hey guys, peace. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah. Enjoy your morning, Paul.
Peace. Later.